So, time travel, science fiction, and everything that you should expect from a Christopher Nolan movie, you will get to see everything in this Tenet movie. And welcome back to the channel, everyone. I hope you guys are doing absolutely fine. So, Tenet is out on the Amazon Prime now, and I've just finished watching it, and I had to make this video as soon as possible because all the thoughts that I've been having about how exactly the story flows, how exactly the time travel has been depicted in this movie, बहुत ही अच्छी तरीके से दर्शाया गया है इस मूवी में. And the way in which this timeline and the entire story has been explained, it is indeed flawless. And I thought of making this kind of explanation video in a different format. So usually the software which I use in my laptop, which is the Concept apps, I use this Concepts app to create digital art, but this time I thought of creating a kind of a story explanation video. Spoiler alert, this entire video is about explanation of video. So obviously अगर आपने मूवी अभी तक देखी नहीं होगी, then you can watch the movie, and otherwise you will get to know the entire story. And apart from this, the end of the story is very much amazing, and the plot lines which are there out on the internet, like what exactly could have happened in the ending, इसके बहुत सारे multiple alternatives हो सकते हैं किस तरीके से मूवी एंड होती है. So this is one of my point of view which I think about the movie. So let's start with the video. So here is what I think about the story and what exactly could have happened. So Tenet is that kind of a timeline movie जो मुझे लगता है कि right from the beginning जो भी आप देख रहे हो, you can imagine that all of this has already happened, and everything that you are going to watch, it is somehow planned by some main character who is already in the future, and जो भी चीज़ आप देखोगे, everything is going to relate to the future self of that particular character. So the movie starts with the timeline where we get to see that it has been it has been stated in the timeline where it is actually in the timeline of the World War III. Again, it is entirely a fictional movie, so nothing is going to be as much related to the latest times, and that main war को avoid करने के लिए this entire storyline and the entire build up is going to be happening. So as far as the lead of this entire movie is considered, first character is the protagonist character, who is kind of the main character who is going to drive the entire story of this entire movie. Second character, who is the Niels character, who kind of introduces him to what exactly is happening, how exactly the time is traveling in this entire movie. Third character is Kate's character. Fourth character is Ivy's character, and fifth character is Priya's character, who's played by Dimple Kapadia. And one of the major villain of this movie that we can say is Sator's character, who is exactly at the right place at the right time when the Soviet Union kind of collapsed, and because of then we get to know that one of the major part of that atomic algorithm which was supposed to be played, he got that particular part, and because of that everything is now going to change. So there has been a talk about the major algorithm because which is going to govern the entire future, and वो particular algorithm को पूरा करने के लिए there is one missing part, which is kind of the last part of that algorithm which the Sator finds. So one major thing that you should know about this is protagonist himself is the Tenant. Now Tenant is a kind of the entire organization that we can call who is going to play a very important part in this entire series, and he kind of recruits himself and he leads himself in order in a very big mission जहाँ पे he is going to stop Sator from not starting another war. So the last part of the algorithm is kind of connected to Sator, and he kind of discovers that he is going to die because of cancer, and what he does is, in order for him not to get that particular thing because he is going to die, he doesn't want anybody to get that algorithm, so he kinds of links his life with respect to that algorithm. So if he dies, the algorithm would automatically be completed and the entire world would get vanished. Now talking about Kate. Kate is Sator's wife, and she plays a very important role in this entire movie because the another character who is their son, who is Max, he is also one of the important character, and his survival is going to lead a protagonist where he is today. Because we get to see that protagonist is going to be the person who is kind of going to recruit Max, and Max is one of the major part of this movie because as per the theory, according to my theory, he will grow up and become Neil. And at the point when Neil is introduced in the movie, Robert Pattinson, he kind of changes the entire thing, the way the protagonist is going to think. He will lead protagonist and he will let him know exactly what is happening, how exactly the time travel works, which will eventually lead them towards Priya in Mumbai, and and eventually she will lead them towards Sator, and then we get to see exactly what things are going to happen. So step by step, Neil kind of gives information to Sator about what exactly the things are happening, and then we eventually get to meet Iris, who is also one of the member of Tenant. Now talking about the main climax of the movie. So in one storyline we have Iris, Neil and the protagonist trying to work really hard to save the last part of the algorithm. In one of the storyline we have Kate and Sator, and in the third storyline we have the protagonist and Priya. We get to see over here that the in order to save the last part of the algorithm, Sator also tries to do the future contacting thing directly with the protagonist who is about to get that ninth part of the algorithm, because at that particular time it is very important to save Max, and that is one of the major factor which keeps linked Kate in the entire storyline. Because of saving her child, she stays in her role, and she also travels back in order to support their entire mission to kill Sator without killing the entire world. And in this entire main climax, we get to see the future Max returning back at that exact moment when protagonist wanted his help and eventually giving his life for him. So it was a kind of a situation at the end where when they kind of make up all when they kind of are successful in getting that ninth part of the algorithm, where we get to see that the present Max, who is Neil, along with Iris and along with the protagonist, are finally able to assemble all the three parts, and they kind of decide of dividing all the three parts into themselves so that none of them would be able to create that algorithm, and the world would after all be safe after all. So at the end we get to see that even Neil gives up his own part of that algorithm to protagonist, and then we kind of get to see that that is the moment actually where the protagonist realizes that all this time it was the time travel which was made by Neil, who had kind of saved his life, be it at the point where he was about to kill one of Sator's men, or at the very end of at the very beginning of the movie when they are in the auditorium. He remembers seeing the reverse bullet, and again we get to see that it was the bag which that guy was wearing. It was after all Neil. And another brilliant part about the way time travel has been explained, that if you are doing anything related to technology right now, you are able to communicate with the future because they are going to get that message. So ignorance is the weapon is really one of the brilliant quotes which has been portrayed in this movie multiple times into multiple scenarios. Then we come across a plot where Priya was trying to kill Kate and Max, who is the present Max, who is the child Max. And at that same time, we get to see that at the very part where he was going to, who he was going inside to save the ninth part of the algorithm, he hands Kate over a phone, and he lets them know that whenever you try to feel, like whenever you feel that you are about to die, just call at this number and let the future future protagonists know, or somebody in future know that where exactly are your whereabouts, and tracking those details. The protagonist himself is again traveling back in time, and he's going to save Kate and Max. And at this particular time we get to know that all this time protagonist was the main driving force of the entire movie. He was avoiding everything, and the futurist, or everything that Priya used to say, or even Neil used to say, or everything that they've been working for, they are for the protagonist, they are for the tenant. And at that time we get to see that everything is surrounded by the protagonist, and Priya kind of gives her life up, because that was one of the main plot before the movie even started, that if you are giving up your life for in order to save your fellow colleagues, then that is one of the biggest tests that you are going to pass. Does she really kills herself, or was that the protagonist who is going to kill her? That part was slightly tricky because we never saw her dead. And then the rest of the part is the very basic part of my prediction, which he goes ahead and recruits Max, who in future becomes Neil and goes back in time and does all the movie that we after all saw. So isn't that one of the classic blending of time travel, science fiction, and everything that a time travel movie could have? So that is all about this video and this movie. This has been an amazing movie, the way in which the time travel is explained, and do let me know if you also agree about this Max being Neil thing altogetherly, because that was the part of the entire process. Now it could be he could also be some other guy, but personally I really think that that was one of his own point of view, because of which he always wanted to save Cat and Max. So thank you so much for watching until here. According to me, I will be giving around 4 stars for this movie. 1 star less because emotion wise, although I think that this was one of the point of view of the story, but there could have been a different emotional touch to the movie which was slightly missing. But cinematography wise, VFX wise, all the editing and the way the entire reverse travel happens, बहुत ज़्यादा खूबसूरत तरीके से it has been shown in the movie. And the way in which even minute details like birds flying in the reverse, or the water, or even the wind flowing in the reverse direction, you keep imagining how things are happening, and even the fight sequence and everything has been brilliantly shot. So with respect to cinematography and VFX, it is an amazing delight. And as far as the story is concerned, obviously it will blow your mind. So please do watch this movie if you haven't watched this yet. It is available on Amazon Prime. And apart from that, do let me know how you think about this story, and what are your thoughts about how exactly the end should have been, or what exactly it could have been. So thank you so much again for watching until here. I do come up with content related to more travel or digital art or song covers or some reviews like these. So please subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed it yet, and I'll be meeting you in the next video.